Peace to the family. How's everybody doing? I'm out here today to talk to you about the numerous opportunities that keep presenting itself to us as a people, but unfortunately, a lot of us are not in tune with the information on account of the fact, we don't keep it. We deal with too much gossip. We deal with gossip and all, but we don't deal with what we need to deal with, and that's what's killing us. So, take for instance, they have what's called the Employee Retention Credit, the ERC. I talked about this on the live stream on Instagram a few days ago. Well, actually a couple of weeks ago, when the Senate was talking about the reappropriation of funds. Okay, and by reappropriation, not misappropriation, reappropriation, what they're basically saying is that they were stealing money. Facts. They basically were saying that they were stealing money. And what that means is, if the EIDLs, the PPP loans, all of that stuff, over 40,000 people were denied for the record unfairly. Okay, over 40,000 people were denied for the record unfairly. And it's been proven. So when they ask, what happened to all the money? A lot of these people were using these monies for their budget. They was using these monies for their budget. And that's a problem. Meaning your senators, okay? These people that we put into office, or these people that you voted for, they were using a lot of these monies for their own endeavors, hidden agendas. And so when they did give out some of the money, then they found ways to say that people were being investigated for fraud and even locking people up. Now, granted, some people were embellishing, but you got to understand, if there's no money out there, what are people going to really do? So, but anyway, long story short, now they we have to do it again. So, when a club gets shot up, they change the name of the club, and then all of a sudden you could be back on these streets again, and nobody's the wiser about what previously took place with the club because they changed the name. Well, that's the same thing they doing with these loans. It's all shot up. The concept is shot. So what they did is they changed the name of the loans, but they're giving it back out to people again. EIDLs and PPPs, either the same name or of different names. They're giving it back out again, and you don't want to miss the boat. If you missed it the first time, it doesn't matter if you applied for it and got it. If you applied for it and it got disapproved, this time around you're going to get the monies. And this is part of what I'm doing here with the Credit Restoration Microwave, as I'm coaching people to get access to these funds. You email me at brotherpolight45@gmail.com, and you leave your full name and phone number when you are ready. I'm going to put it right here in the chat. You good, baby? Full name and phone number. The service itself costs $2,000. Now let me explain the service to you guys. What we're doing essentially is we're leaving. What we do, we send letters and affidavits to credit bureaus and financial institutions alike for the purposes of removing negative items off your report, adding positive items to your report, boosting your credit scores, then leveraging your newly found credit disposition so that you're approved for anywhere between 100 to 300 grand. That money, listen to me carefully, does not have to be paid back. You also have the Employee Retention Credit, the ERC. If you have a business that's been in standing, you are entitled to $26,500 tops per employee. You can make your friends and family employees. This is true. If you don't have business history, there's ways to leverage other business history as your very own, i.e. Shelf Corp. So let's say you need a business that has X amount of employees. There's levels to this. There's different approaches towards doing things. Okay, not necessarily for the ERC, but other means of getting access to funds. Sometimes you need a certain level of business history and or employees. And just like you could undersign somebody to your credit card, and they can have a credit card under you and leverage your credibility, and you just have to entrust that they don't mess it up. It's the same way you could purchase business history from companies that are still in standing but haven't been functional, and then therefore you can reap the benefits of using those business histories. That's called Shelf Corp. There's different approaches, and these are the things that I teach people in the interim of fixing their credit. And the reason why we add positive items to people's report, because it'll create more of a viable opportunity for you to get access to funds. So yes, It's $2,000. My last week I did $2,000. I was going to stop the program completely because people don't want to give their 10% every time I get them access to the funds. So the real money that I get paid doesn't come in until you actually get paid, because that $2,000 is eaten up because I'm paying the caseworker, I'm paying an assistant for you. All right, and then mailing procedures times 30 different plus bureaus comes up to as high as $650. And in some of you, situation is so sticky, we have to do more things to establish credit for you, and some of your history is just ridiculous. So that $650 can be half of that $650, $325, and then we can wind up at $975 alone just on mailing procedure alone. It could get that high. And then some people may say, but what if my credit is already good? It still costs you the same amount of money, because we still got to correspond with 30 different plus bureaus, because there was a breach that took place with Experian where the identities of over 65 million people were compromised, but they can't identify who are the people whose identities were compromised, and therefore it could likely be you. So new rules were put into place that TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax have to be in conformity with, which basically is kind of like a turn the cheek clause. So once you send the right compendiums and memorandums and affidavits, and you send it registered mail, signature confirmation, green card receipt, which means when you send out mail that way, it goes through a chain of custody where at least 3 people have to bear witness to the fact that the mail is being sent out. And the reason why we do it that way is because the laws that are in place guarantee that they have to pay us $20,000 to $30,000 for every letter that they didn't respond to. That being the case, if the letters are sent out properly, compendium, memorandum, affidavit of facts, basically the turn-the-cheek clause would be to remove whatever negative items are on your report. That could be anything from child support to bankruptcy to repossessions, student loans. It's going to be removed. And then what you're going to do with that energy, we're going to then see if we have to add positive items to your report. Positive items can be anything ranging from a new phone number, new email, a new mailing address, to a new company, a certain type of company. And the combination of those things, just those are like adding positive items to the report. The combination of those things will help boost your credit up over 100 points. So there's different approaches that we could take. But nonetheless, a couple weeks back, the Senate had a discussion and disclosure about the reappropriation of funds as it relates to the EIDL and the PPP loans. And those opportunities are back again, needless to say. Are we going to miss the boat again? This is money that you don't have to pay back, forgivable loans. So not only are we fixing your credit, not only are we adding positive items to your report, because most people are only on defense. Not only are we adding positive items to your report, we're leveraging those results to get you access to the funds. You get a caseworker. So the new system that I have in place, you'll go on the website, you'll upload your data to our website, you'll be able to track your results on our website. You get a caseworker that deals exclusively and immediately with you in terms of your credit. And then you have me available to you as your mentor to give you a plethora of options that you could potentially use to grow or amass wealth. So that way when you get the monies, you don't misappropriate the funds or make an error. Because no matter how much money you get, let me explain this to you. No matter how much money you get, I'm gonna tell you this: it's very easy for it to dissipate. I don't care you get $300,000, $250,000. If you don't have a business plan, that bitch should be gone in a year, easily. You may stretch it out for 2 years, but if you don't have a business plan, money goes. Money could go if you don't got a business plan, and that's just a fact. What you on, babe? You just came out to get a little air or something? Yeah. So you go to brotherpolight45 at gmail.com. brotherpolight45 at gmail.com. And you leave your full name and phone number when you're ready. Full name and phone number when you're ready. brotherpolight45 at gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to spend the $2,000. So I'm charging $2,000 only for this week, and this week only. And then next week we're going back to, I'm doing my best to put it at $2,500. It's really supposed to go to $3,000, because again, the real money that I get is when I ask for 10% back from every type of money that I get you access to. So we help you facilitate an employee retention credit of $26,500 per person. So you fuck around and make $250,000 off of that if you got 10 people as your employees. I just gotta show you the ropes, or make sure you make the qualifications. But the point in case is, I want 10% of every monies that I get you. if I get you $200,000, I just want $20,000. The reason why I was going to quit the program is because Negroes will have me do all this work, and then when they get the money, yeah, I'm gonna hit you, and they spend it, and they spend it, and they spend it, and they run low on it, and then they want to give me pennies on the dollar. I'm like, bro, give me my 10%. Don't give me no 5,000 if I help you get 200 grand. That's the deal. Because at the end of the day, you think I'm becoming rich off of the $2,000. No, I'm getting paid when you get paid. That's where the real money comes in. So I do my best to keep the money on a level where you're just pretty much paying for everything that needs to be done, and you taking care of my caseworker and my assistant. Nah, being an escrow is not going to affect you if you're getting the right guidance. So that's what I'm saying. You need to have a mentor. So, you know, people that play basketball, they get coaches. Boxers get trainers. We need to make money sport and realize that you need a mentor or financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. You need a mentor, somebody to kind of coach you through the process so you have a vision or a plan when you get access to money. Real talk. Real talk. So what you do, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name, you leave your phone number, and you're ready to change your life. When you're ready to say $2,000 gives you access to over 100 grand. These are facts. No ifs, ands, or buts around it. And like I said, the way that we got the program or the system in place, always leave your full name and phone number. Only contact us when you're ready. I can't stress it enough. People always call, say they ready, and then what happens is because of the volume of people that we respond to is time consuming, and then the people that are serious and ready at this very moment in time, they're the ones. If you say, what if my credit is good? Many of you think you got good credit, but if you had good credit, how come you don't got a Amex card that's unlimited? How come you don't got a black card? How come you don't got that AI card? I need to bring that down. I think on my next stream, I'm going to show you the world's first artificial intelligence, the world's first smart credit card. And only 350,000 people got it, you know, around. I'm one of them. So if I don't get paid, you still have $2,000. What do you mean if you don't get paid? See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. Plus, we're fixing your credit on top of it. This is what I'm talking about. Like, any excuse. Listen, I'm not going to beg people to invest in themselves. I'm just proposing to you what opportunities exist. If you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Other people say they fix credit, but guess what? Where's the talk where they give you access to funds? Where's the talk? Oh, yeah, we're going to fix your credit. And then that may not even happen. The way we go about fixing credit is through a legal means. Your shit is going to be fixed. We're going to remove negative items off your report. How many people say they fix credit and they'll add positive items to your report? Because a lot of you with your so-called good 750 credit scores can't do shit with it because you don't got enough extensive credit history to be approved for loans that's over $100,000, especially the types or the likes of which you don't have to pay back. So the people that's talking that, well, I got good credit, so can you give me a low price? No. Because we still have to tear down the firewalls, because if your credit was that good, you would be getting approved for larger loans and you would have way better credit cards. You have metal credit cards. Metal. Damn, let me see. Oh, you know, this is fire though. Black Bank right here. One United Bank. Harriet Tubman. But that's not the card I'm going to show you. Not mine, brother. Thank you for asking. Hold on, let me just hold on. There we go. Let me just get rid of that. But there we go. Just have to cover my shit. This is metal. This is a metal damn card right here. This is unlimited. Okay? Unlimited American Express. As an example. I think the next one, I'll show you the black card and I'll show you the AI. You see that AI, you're going to be like, you might want to throw up. But the thing is, thing is, it's not about showing off. It's just saying, like, I could show you paper stacks galore. I've counted over $1 million on live. I've counted over 100 bands on live. I play the game. But at the end of the day, the 2K is an upfront payment. That's correct. At the end of the day, what you also got to take into consideration is that the credit is just as important. Cash can only take you but so far. And